This is Vince with Bulldog Rooter on job number 33883054. This is an upload video. We got called out for a floor drain backing up, and we saw paper and waste surrounding the floor drain, indicating we had a blockage in the sewer line. We ran out with our 3-inch spiral cutter, and the line cleared within not even 20 feet of cable. So I wasn't real far in the line. I pulled the cable back. Didn't see any roots or anything at that point. There's just a little spot in the cast iron that's rough. So I've ran my camera out about 97 feet. There's an offset I can't quite get past. We've water tested by flushing and running water for several minutes. The root problem wasn't even that bad because I only ran out 20 feet. I ran the camera out to this same offset. There were some roots that we were able to cut loose, so I made a second pass out about 80 feet. There are no roots occurring past that point. We're pulling back now. A little bit more of an offset there, but not bad. It's a 1941 clay pipe. Some spider webs and egg sacs hanging down there. That kind of indicates that the line wasn't full of water at that point if spiders are able to live there. So the clog was before there. Another little offset there, again, not major, just worth noting.
Are those 3-foot sections?
Yeah, 3-foot segments of clay tile. I don't know, this looks almost like 6-inch to me.
Okay.
Yeah, it almost looks like, you see how the camera kind of crawled up? I think this actually may all be 4-inch. Let's see, there's an offset there on the left. So that's how they changed direction and pipe. They didn't have fittings back in 1941. They just they kissed the pipe together and then worked concrete around it. So some roots coming in here. This at 63 feet. This was the most roots we saw in the line. We've cut a bunch of them loose. We've ran our cutter past here and we're only able to remove about 40-50% of that. Again, the clog wasn't even forming at this point. This was the worst root intrusion we saw. At this point, you can start to see solid buildup on the top of the pipe. So that tells me water and waste was held back at that point. Could have been that root intrusion. But again, the cable, it cleared when the cable was only like 20 feet out. We're back now at the 50-foot mark. A little bit of roots there. There's still one hanging down, as you can see. Little finger root hanging down there. A little bit of an offset there.
How do you know the year of the pipe?
The sewer permit's public record.
Oh, okay.
And I pull it up before I do service on it.
Yeah, okay.
Just because I want to know the material. That tells me
Yeah.
if I need to tread lightly, if it's paper pipe, or
Sure.
if I can go ahead and start with a 3-inch cutter on the clay. Clay has
I'm
has
shocked
better
that it hasn't
resistance.
needed to be replaced in 70-some years, you know?
Mine's even 2 years older than this, and
Okay.
it looks good.
Okay, great.
Clay's a good material as long as it's set up right. A little bit of a root intrusion there. That's pretty much just outside the house,
Okay.
but we've got that cut flush. So a little bit of a crack in the clay there. This is where it transitions material, cast iron, which is stubbed out of the foundation,
Right,
to clay outside.
right.
That's a major offset, but I mean that's how your line was plumbed. They needed to change direction and they didn't have a fitting, so
Right.
they just turn it 45 degrees and that's just how it's set up.
Yeah, I mean, it's not ideal, but it's been that way for 70 years, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I feel like you don't need to spend more money than you spend today.
Right.
It's been 4 years, your wife said, so
Right.
that's not
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, 5 actually, I think, so...
Yeah, that's even better.
Um,
So there's a
yeah,
tie-in.
and I think they did it right before we bought the house, like, or as a condition of buying the house,
That makes sense.
was to have it.
Cleared out.
Yeah,
So the cast iron, we're coming up on that spot where I think the clog may have formed, the soft blockage.
okay.
This This section of the cast iron isn't bad, but you can see the top right corner where water's running. Just a little bit of a channel has worn through the pipe over time, kind of like how the Grand Canyon formed.
Sure.
You see how my camera goes underwater and that water's just circulating
Yeah, it
and
doesn't look like
stagnant?
it's flowing anywhere.
Right. Water should always be flowing, so this is the most severe rot. That you see the edge of the pipe there?
Yes.
It's almost like there was a huge wad of paper here. This is only 6 feet from us. 6 feet 3 inch from the clean out.
Oh, wow, okay.
And I feel like I ran past that. So it's even possible that the clog formed like at 22 feet where it changes material.
Mhm.
It's almost like the line runs this way and then exits out that foundation wall and then begins turning to the right to tie into 29th Avenue sewer.
Okay.
Just something for you to be cognizant of. If this keeps giving you issues where you have to keep paying for sewer cleaning service, there's lining options for that brief section. Because it's only 6 feet from here, you could line it from this clean out, I believe. But again, until it starts giving you headaches all the time,
I
don't
was gonna
worry
say,
about it.
I mean, it's expensive enough that $500 every 5 years is no problem, right?
Right, exactly. So we're pulling up and out of the basement clean out.
Okay.
This is where work was performed today. This concludes the video inspection. Thank you for choosing Bulldog Rooter.